On the sideline, he's got that nervous twitch.
When the Browns almost went up on the line of scrimmage knowing the clock was running, hey, it's 4th down, you've got time, huddle up. Don't worry about the touchdown right now. Worry about getting those 2 yards for the 1st down. How about Jamel White? We haven't seen him catch the ball in this drive.
White lines up as the single setback. Couch, pumping, looks backside, underneath. It's caught. Morgan with the catch at the 10. And he did a tremendous job to hang on to the football. Gets the 1st down, clock still running.
Now just spike the ball. Don't even waste the play. Or maybe they're even calling a play.
And he spikes it.
And you know what? What the Jags are saying, when his arm came forward, you actually have one chance to spike it. They're saying that that's a fumble. Or, you know what? They're not a fumble. I'm sorry, Gus. They're saying that it's intentional grounding because he wasn't out of the pocket. So you have that initial chance to go ahead and spike it, but he faked it.
Replay buzzed prior to the snap. We'll be looking to see if the last pass was incomplete or complete.
That's the 4th down reception by Quincy Morgan.
So they actually overruled that last play, and they're trying to see if this is a catch or not. And you see it sliding out from Quincy Morgan, and that ball didn't necessarily stay in the grasp of Quincy Morgan. It looked like he was trying to pull it up. And so forget the potential grounding call, which I thought the Jags were going after originally. They were saying Quincy Morgan was juggling that ball. And I actually think he was. You have to have, Gus, you have to have possession and 2 feet down. And if that ball's gonna hit the ground, you're gonna have to maintain possession. That ball can't be sliding around. And Gus.
But what Butch Davis is gonna argue is that it's too late. It's too late. Because another play had already been run. And how can you go back 2 plays?
And I guess there was a malfunction in the system. That's what they said. They were buzzing down, trying to get the replay. I didn't see the red flag come out from the Jags sideline.
Butch Davis is going to argue this until he's blue in the face.
And Gus, you know, you can't challenge in the last 2 minutes, but you can clearly get the ref's attention by jumping up and down and throwing that flag. I want to go back and see if Quincy Morgan had that ball and had 2 feet down. It was very close because the 2 feet only count once you have possession. And you can see the ball sliding down his leg right there. Now he got 2 feet down, but did he have possession of the ball when he got the 2 feet down? Is that, see, you can, there's holding onto his leg, and it looked like he still had it there, and then it was coming out.
Wow.
And so
this is a mess.
I think the way that the rule states is that it goes back to what was called on the field. They called it a completion. So it's got to be irrefutable evidence to overturn it. And they ran another play, which I've never seen happen in this replay.
After review, the pass is incomplete. First down, Jacksonville.
So they say he was juggling the ball. And what Butch Davis is saying right now is we ran another play. And like I said, in the history of replay, Gus, once another play has been run, I have never seen them go back and say we're replaying another play. And I mean, this is serious stuff here in Cleveland. This is a playoff spot potentially on the line.
And it's getting ugly here in Cleveland.
And it's getting ugly here fast.
So Jacksonville will take the football back at the 10-yard line. Because of this, they say this is an incomplete pass.
Boy, I don't know. He had those 2 feet down. Then you see the ball coming out.
But what the fans are upset with is the Browns were able to get to the line of scrimmage and run another play. But then the officials went back 2 plays and made the ruling. They said that there was a malfunction with the communication system between the replay officials in the booth and the officials on the field. And the rules are pretty specific. Once another play is run, it can't be reviewed.
And so they were talking about the malfunction in the system. That's what the replay booth has called and told us. But we don't make the rules.
And bottles have been thrown on the field.
And that's one thing that we haven't had since replay has come back. We haven't had that situation, Gus, where another play has been run and we've gone back.
Fortunately, those bottles are plastic. But these Cleveland fans are irate. And they're trying to clear the end zone.
Yeah, well, the Cleveland fans aren't helping any right now by throwing stuff on the field. They got to know better than that. And it's frustrating. The players are frustrating as well. And the players are sitting on the sideline looking around dazed, trying to figure out how this happened. And we've just
Butch Davis still arguing his case.
And we've just never seen that. Once the play is run, it's all over. And you see teams before try to get up to the line of scrimmage and run another play so they can get beyond the review if they feel it's going to go against them.
So,
well, what the officials need to do is they need to get on the PA and get control of this game and get control of the fans. They're letting it get out of control because they're not communicating what's going on.
Anything dead until after the ball was spiked. And now they're going to call the game.
That is the end of the game.
Unbelievable. Now they call the game.
Well, that was the right call.
48 seconds to go.
Yeah, you got to take the
I think this has been just a fiasco by the referees today.
Well, that was the right call. You got to end the game. If the fans are throwing crap on the field.
Especially when you consider how big of a game this was for the Cleveland Browns. This is ridiculous.
Well, I'll be anxious to hear the official explanation of the way that replay situation came down, because once another play is run, you can't go back.
And these officials really need to get off the field.
And you know what? The fans got to stop throwing crap. We just saw a guy get hit in the head and he's down, split his head wide open. The fans have got to control themselves. People are getting hurt. It's ridiculous. You're only hurting yourselves by throwing stuff on the field.
And the officials are pummeled as they head into the locker room, and Butch Davis is speechless. He doesn't know what to say or what to do.
There's the referees. They let their next play run. Nobody's blowing a whistle. Nobody's doing anything. Now this official's going to wave off the play. Incomplete after
the ball had been spiked.
Well, miscommunication and a problem with the replay system
may have cost the Cleveland Browns a chance to go to the playoffs.
You've got to communicate and let everybody know what's going on.
So the game stopped with 48 seconds left on a call that I'm sure will be talked about in Cleveland for probably the next 6 months. 15-10 the final score. And there's the scene.
And the fans are just littering the field. And a fella right in front of us, Gus, got hit in the head with looked like a radio and just split his head wide open, and he's down. And the fans have to be smarter than that. During those 30 to 40
seconds. So the referees
seconds.
are claiming, this is what the referees are claiming from replay, is that they were saying they were blowing the ball dead as the ball was being snapped. And from what we've seen on our replays, that's inaccurate.
2nd and 8, Chubb not in there. Watson under pressure and going down at the 20. And that's Cameron Hayward.
They're going to say
foul. Roughing the passer, defense number 97. Half the distance to the goal line, first down.
And that brings a flag.
Williams 32. Here comes the rush. Allen gets rid of it. Incomplete as Allen takes a shot, and a flag thrown. Brandon Stevens.
Was that thrown by Jerome Boger, the referee in the backfield? He gathered himself.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 23.
What do you think?
I think he was right there to make the play on Josh Allen. I don't like the call.
He's in motion. They flick it to Hines. Jadeveon Clowney is right there.
Match on the blocking assignment here. Gabe Davis against Jadeveon Clowney. Up around that head, gotten his hand in the ear hole of the helmet, and that should be a face mask penalty.
And that's exactly what Hines.
Tua. That's incomplete. Fans want a flag.
Time. I think that one is.
You know what? Looks like it in slow motion, too.
Real.
To have win over and over again.
Mahomes falling, gets it to McKinnon. No, incomplete. Hit the ground. Osai had pressure on Mahomes, and now he's got a 3rd and 9 with 10.5 remaining.
Fantastic job by Mahomes to get this ball out and not take the sack. It's not the worst thing, actually, to drop that. In some ways, he might have lost a yard or two.
You know, in these wins that Cincinnati has had, the Kansas City offense has failed to perform in the 4th quarter.
You're exactly right. And it's even more challenging when I just told you, and you talk about Moore and Kemp out there. Now, can they do it? Sure, but they just haven't been asked to make the big plays late in games, really, at any point in their career here with Kansas City.
What happened here, Gene?
Just adjusting the football by a half yard, Jim.
Please
they had
reset
it
the
marked
play clock to
incorrectly.
10 seconds, please. 10 seconds. The play clock and game clock will start on my signal.
It's far easier to double team Kelsey when you don't have other guys, so you're going to see someone help on him right there as well.
3rd and 9. Bodies around him. It's caught by Kelsey, but Bell is not going to let him get anywhere close to a 1st down. Kansas City before that had converted its last 5 third downs, but now they're coming off the field.
And that's the second half adjustment. Wizard on defense, and there's the Wizard on offense. But right there, you saw Kelsey chip and then get out, and there's the footwork. The adrenaline is there. He's going to be all right. He's going to have to stand in and create some plays at some point at the end of this. These guys are not going to be that open. I've been watching these receivers, Jim. There's not a lot of help right now happening, and they are targeting Kelsey with, you know, double, triple team in some ways, chucking him at the line with it.
The ball was set, the play was shut down. The clock and should not have started. Please reset the game clock to 10 minutes, 24 seconds. Put 10 seconds on the play clock. We will start the play clock on my signal. Game clock will start on the snap. 10:29 on the game clock. It will start on the snap. Thank you.
Evan was right. That was about as high charged seeing that.
They're going for this, Jim.
Oh, look at this.
They're going to go for this. They're putting the offense back out there. There's 10 seconds on the clock. So they said they're going to put the play clock back to 10.
So,
it's
Jane,
3rd down. Why did we have 4th down?
Sort this out.
Listening to Ron Torbert, he said that the play was shut down. We may not have heard it here with the noise factor, but the play was shut down prior to that snap. The play runs completely out, and what Ron just said is we're going to reset this. We're basically having a do-over here, guys. We're going to have a 3rd down play do-over.
Zach Taylor can't believe it because there certainly didn't seem any indication, just eyeballing it here, that there was anything other than a play in action.
Second time today. The crowd noise is way up. Now, we couldn't hear because the microphone went out on Tolbert, but I would be livid right here because it's like, how does no one come flying in, right? You're just going to tell us after a full play goes? I mean, this is huge. Zach Taylor is beyond himself, and in some ways, I mean, the truth is, if you can't hear it, you can't hear it, but they still blew the whistle.
How about waving an arm and letting everybody know that the play's dead?
Let's give Mahomes another opportunity. That seems like you're not looking forward to that.
Let's see what happens with it. Mahomes is down at the 24. B.J. Hill, there is a flag, though, in the secondary near midfield.
You can't give him another chance. It's going to be a hold on Eli Apple, 20. He was holding downfield on Scantling.
Holding. Defense number 20, 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Oh, my goodness. This is so incredibly crazy right there what just happened. You got an extra play. You end up getting the sacks. You stop him twice. But Eli Apple has the tough assignment because that's the only guy you really can go to on the outside. But he holds him right there, Jim. That's a good call.
You can imagine how this is being received up in Cincinnati. They've got to be out of their mind with.
I didn't hear the whistle, did you?
They're usually in the game.
Oh, there he is coming in, but nobody could hear the whistle, and so he wants to get out of the way and not get hit, but he did come flying in.
You know, Gene, I think there's still a need for deeper explanation of what happened before.
There is, Jim, and you've got to look at this and go back really to the second down play. The second down play was an incomplete pass. We reset the clock, then the referee started to wind the clock, so the clock started running. That's why we saw the official coming in to say the clock was running and it shouldn't have been. That's what happened on the play and why we had to redo.
On the left side, 3rd and goal. Stafford fires, knocked away. Flag thrown, though. Logan Wilson was there, and a flag comes in. It's been basically a penalty-free game, only 2 on both teams. What's the call here?
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 55. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
There it is, the zone defense and working inside.
There.
Roethlisberger from the pocket, middle of the field, incomplete. Personal foul, a flag does come in. Went to the head. Lewis Harris is going to be flagged for this on the hit on Antonio Brown, and it's going to put the Steelers in field goal range. Burfict was in there too.
Burfict is coming across the field. I saw it. I thought it was him.
Yeah, and I know that they both were in on the coverages at 55 or 37.
Personal foul, defense number 55.
How about
15-yard
that?
penalty. Automatic first down.
Burfict in the end.
Definitely took the shot to the head. You could see it live. Marvin Lewis, before this drive started, was talking on the sideline the whole time. It seemed like to Vontez Burfict, and yes.
Oh my goodness. Brown is still down.
That's, of course, flagrant.
Out of control.
Out of control. It's going to be everything. That's going to be suspension, fine.
We're going to go with 5 wides, including Escobar,
who's going to come in motion right here at the bottom of your screen.
Former Cowboy tight end, just signed a couple of days ago. Flacco rolling, and running, and he's going to have to. Oh, not the ball comes out. Helmet's off. Flags are down. It was Kiko Alonso who delivered the blow. Flacco's on his feet.
And Harbaugh's yelling at Alonso right now. He's in Alonso's face. Harbaugh is livid. You just lost your quarterback for the game, and Harbaugh knows that. This is a, watch this, Joe with a good run, slides.
Bends his head, helmet comes jarringly off.
And it's definitely a penalty as the quarterback gives himself up and he leans that arm in there. That's not okay. Well, look, he knows he's going down, and at the end right there, he leans it down. Alonso way too aggressive. Quarterback's giving himself up. You need to at least show restraint at the end of that, and I think probably ends the night. Look at those. Harbaugh knows what just happened. He just knows that he probably lost his quarterback for the night, and this guy just took a cheap shot possibly at him.
Look at the almost look of shock in the eyes of Flacco.
Well, he's going to be in the concussion protocol.
No question. He's already been taken inside. Ryan Mallett is his backup.
This has to be a penalty. I mean, it's
personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I've been there where the defensive player, as he's coming down to hit you, doesn't have time to let up. In that specific case, I thought he had time to at least throttle back at the end. And you got Ryan Mallett coming in now. Watch right here. See that? You see him going down, and he almost lunges right there at the end.
Look at Joe immediately trying to put his hand up, his finger up in the air. He knew right away that.
I mean, right now, it favors that, but you still got a chance to clock it. Take your time and take the shot down.
Here's Mahomes rolling out on 3rd and 4. He's going to go for the, yes, he's got the marker. He's got the out of bounds to stop it. And Osai was hurt as he hit the bench. And a flag's coming in to put him 15 yards closer.
Oh my gosh, the only time he had to use the legs fully, he turned on and he put it on himself, and that's going to put them in position to get
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 58.
And that 15 yards
from the end of the play
is going to take this all the way into an inside of about 40-yard field goal attempt to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, and right there at the end,
Gene
playing great all day and can't make that decision.
Yeah, guys, on this play, you can clearly see that Patrick Mahomes has both feet out in the white as he's getting hit. This is a late hit out of bounds on the play.
Ball goes all the way to the 23, so from there it'd be 41 yards, and Butker has already come out. Osai is getting attended to as he ran into the bench awkwardly landing, but his penalty was a crucial one for Kansas City to get them into really makeable range now.
Well, Chris Jones, your best defensive player, ends the drive before. Now you put it, Mahomes down receivers. You don't want to use your ankle, do you, Jim? You don't want to run. You haven't done it. Now you turn down the Jets, the fastest we saw him run all day, giving his team a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Now they've moved the spot back an additional 5 yards, so 8 seconds left, and a 45-yard attempt by Harrison Butker. Here's Butker. From 45 yards, all the way, it's good.
Cincinnati with an unbelievable season, 10 straight wins, silenced all the doubters. They did everything right. They had their chance, the ball, a drive, and that's how close this thing comes down to. The plays were made by the two superstars of Kansas City, two outstanding teams for the next decade, Jim. We're going to see them a lot, I believe.
I just want to amplify that Mahomes, had he not been shoved out of bounds in the personal foul penalties, you see Butker deliver the goods. They would have had 8 seconds left. Again, no timeouts, but the field goal would have been somewhere in the mid-50 range.
Well, think about this one. He hits it really good. I don't think it makes it. Obviously, he's going to try and kick it further than that, but it would have been really close to even get it there. As you see this one going through about 8 to 10, you'd have been 15 yards back. Sometimes you can't lose your season on a mistake, right, can you? That's a killer. That just hurts.
Butker, who injured his left ankle on his first kickoff of the year at Arizona. We were there for that. He missed 4 games, and now he gets the kick that could send him right back to that stadium, barring some miracle here with 3 seconds to go.
And that's huge, because I know, talking to Jay Feely, he wasn't fully healthy, even Butker. A lot of stuff he's going to have to do in the offseason to let it rest, but they've always trusted this guy. He's came through with for them for years. Squib kick right here. We're not kicking this out of bounds. Let's squib kick it, get it down.
And then a bunch of desperation laterals coming up.
Yep.
There it is, on the ground. And retrieved by Irwin, who's going to swing it over to Taylor. He's not down yet. He is now. It's over. It is over. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won it. Heading to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in 4 years. And Cincinnati falls by the exact count. They were defeated by the Rams in the Super Bowl at 23-20 as well.
One of the great rivalries for a long time right there. Joe Burrow, fantastic season.
Another game that comes down to a field goal difference in the end. 4 games, all of them decided by 3 points.
Always have Higgins down at the bottom.
Again, they were in on him, and he saved another sack. And Chris Jones just blew up the pocket. Now you got a 3rd and 7, 1:22 to go, and Joe seems to be shaken up.
Yeah, right here, that's what happens late in these games. You find that Chris Jones gets a one-on-one, pushes it back, and good throwaway at the end. And a flag comes in.
Oh, yeah, flag back at the 10-yard line.
This is intentional grounding, I think, Jim. They call this late. Sometimes they come, they talk, they meet up with each other. This is a killer call for Cincinnati because it's a loss of down, Gene. If it is.
Most definitely, Tony, it is. And they're looking to see both receivers release, go downfield.
There was no receiver in the vicinity of the pass. It's intentional grounding by the offense, number 9. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Loss of down. 3rd down.
Gene, you've had a chance to look at it. Was the right call?
Yeah, it is, because both receivers release and they're just running vertically. There's no one in the backfield like in the normal play when you see the dump because of potential screens happening or something. Everyone's gone, and now he throws directly to the ground under pressure in the pocket. Result is intentional grounding.
I thought I saw Pirine in the area there, no?
Got to get past line of scrimmage. It was really a close call, but too far away. That was thrown at the dirt, not a real attempt. But here it is, 3rd and 16.
It's the 11th first down by penalty in this game. 11 from the 37-yard line. And this is Ridley, and he's going to take it to the 40-yard line. Another flag comes in. 22 accepted penalties, 176 accepted yards. We're trying to behave ourselves, I got to tell you.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense on the bench. 15-yard penalty.
John Harbaugh is saying, I was trying to call timeout and get your attention. The NFL cracked down on coaches coming out on the field this week and trying to intimidate these refs. You know Harbaugh was still worked up over that last call. Comes out there, who knows what he was doing. He's claiming he was trying to call timeout. The official wasn't buying it. He's begging the official to come over and talk to him, and instead he got a flag. He's saying, I'm trying to call timeout.
It's the loudest manure chant I've ever heard.
Now, if they had called a hold on Ladarius Webb, I would have bought into that. He did grab the jersey, but illegal contact is a different foul.
From the 45-yard line on first down. They have to take a timeout here in a hurry, and they will, I'm sure, as Ridley gets tackled by Lewis. And let's go back now to the call on the Welker play.
There we go. Going to get a little jersey grab in here. I think he's going to release, though. And right about the 5-yard marker, right there is the jersey pull, but that would be pass interference. What they called was illegal contact. Right. So either they made the wrong call on the field, or they messed it up.
I've lost track.
It's been fun.
Well, yeah, in a way.
This is like sort of backyard. Let's just go at it with 2 great teams, but it's been all over the place. And really the other foul that of consequence was the one on McCourty on the other side that didn't look like much of anything at all that kept that drive alive going for the Ravens.
And you called your neighbors in to officiate. No 7-second delay on that one. 2nd down and 9 from the 44. And the Patriots take a timeout.
New England, their first charge timeout.
But you know, this is the kind of game, Al, that these two teams practice for. I mean, they literally practice for this style of game, knowing based on what they've been seeing in the last couple of weeks. The officials were going to let some things go, not other ones go, and so they worked on getting fouled in practice.
Yeah, it's crazy, though, and in the long run, and, you know, you're right. I mean, we hope something gets done, and who knows who's right or wrong in this labor dispute, but it is getting to the point of it being pretty ridiculous.
It is indeed, and you hope that for the good of the league that it gets resolved. I mean, no offense to these guys.
Right, they're trying.
Looking for that favorable matchup. Now trying to improvise on his own, and Breeze goes end zone, and it's incomplete, almost picked, but a flag is out. Hayden got a hand on it, but the flag is Hayden and Kamara were down there tangled for a moment.
Hayden on Kamara, and there's no help behind him, and he gets behind. Breeze finally finds him. Is there a touch there? Ooh, this is...
Where was that?
Where? Oh, I don't see much of one there. Do you, Jim?
I've maybe even never seen a less of a pass interference play in my life.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, where is it?
6 and a couple of big penalties.
Take a look at it. There's Tyrann Mathieu right there. Wow.
Really? Seriously? I guess past 5.
Lawrence hit as he throws, wide open, Christian Kirk. And 2 flags down as Lawrence got pummeled on the play.
Roughing the pass to number 31 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. Automatic first down.
It is Keanu Neal who gets there and then continues on the follow-through, landing on top. But now time is the issue. Pickett forced a clock, and he tossed it ahead. Pickett is down. Jacksonville is running. Gotsis got Pickett.
On the field is a deflected pass, incomplete pass.
And
second down.
Pickett's in trouble. Steelers got to the line quickly, just trying to get the play going, and Pickett...
Please reset the game clock for 14 seconds. 14 seconds.
Takes a shot here and got slammed down by Gotsis.
See, and that's the question mark you would have about the slam at the end of the
player was injured after the 2-minute warning. By rule, that team is charged a timeout. Pittsburgh will be charged their third and final timeout. 30-second warning. 30-second timeout.
Remember, I was disputing the body weight call that was early in the game. The reason that you're not seeing a body weight call there is he's not on top of him. That's a shoulder to the side of him as he takes him into the turf.
We'll call it 55 yards. Boswell leans into it. Boswell knocks it through. For now, the Steelers have points. Will they stand?
Offside on the right guard of the offense, lining up over the football. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
Big emphasis when you're going for short yardage plays about offensive linemen not lining up in the neutral zone. Well, when you're kicking a field goal or a point after touchdown, it's like a short yardage play with everyone packed in tight.
Well, I think what Allen's looking at really quick, guys, is look, the ball can be moving, but if it's in a runner's possession, when that knee hits the ground, then the ground causes a fumble. This is so close, and I think when you look at it, I don't know that you can overturn it, and I think this is what makes the ruling on the field so important. Now, they did change that and went with fumble at the end. Let's hear what Allen Eck has to say.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Pittsburgh. Please reset the game clock. 10:22. 10:22 on the game clock.
Need to get to that 35. Not much. 4th and 1. It's not a sneak. Instead, DeMarcado stood up. It looks short.
Watch Roquan Smith, number 0. Watch this lick. Actually, that was Pierce again. I saw Roquan at the end of it. That was 58 Pierce again.
Now, Ross, from that spot, we saw the down the line angle of where that marker was. That's going to be close.
He just moved. Oh, my gosh. Did you see that? I've never seen that before in my life.
He just moved it back half a yard. All right, let's watch the run. They should have gone quarterback sneak. Pierce is unbelievable. I don't think they got a favorable spot. Watch this right here. What is that? I didn't even know you were allowed to do that. Right before they're about to measure?
They just changed
he
the spot.
pulls the ball back?
His numbers there when he's been under pressure. 3rd down and 15. Under pressure, lasers over the middle. Caught by McBride. Won't go down easy. Has the first down. Wants the touchdown. And has the effort from everybody. Touchdown, Cardinals! Was this ruled right, not ruled down, forward progress not stopped?
A little more than I've seen before, Chris, to be honest with you. Look, right at this point when you've got someone that is not really moving forward much at all and really for a few steps there, not going anywhere, the truth of it is from an officiating lens, if you allow that to continue to just kind of inch its way forward, you're inviting a lot of other activity and a lot of bodies coming in there where injury levels or safety could become an issue. But I truthfully was surprised that that wasn't killed a little earlier, right around the 1.5 yard line.
Pressure coming. Smith flips it for Metcalf. And he cannot haul it in. Good tight coverage out on the perimeter by Martin Emerson Jr.
Well, I always say it's important in the beginning of the game to see how the officials are going to call the game, and that's very competitive on the outside right there. So I love when the officials let the guys play in those one-on-one situations.
Walker, comeback route, one-on-one outside. Woolen had Cooper covered, but a flag is thrown on the far side of the field.
Pass interference. Defense number 27.
Just one-on-one up at the top of the screen with Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, great route runner, great release guy. You can see the contact there. It does kind of get his head around. So we talked about the beginning of the game, the referees letting them be a little bit more physical on the outside. That one, obviously there's a line that they don't want crossed. Just some crossers back and forth, and then as the middle of the field opens up, DK Metcalf finds that spot.
And here's Metcalf again. It's picked off. Martin Emerson Jr. this time read it the whole way and just stepped in front for the interception. Pete Carroll is hot on the side.
Hayward Bay. He's going to motion probably over here, or there's some funky play they got faking it to him.
To the end zone.
Caught! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Jesse James. 2 plays, they take it the distance.
I don't know why this has taken so long to review it, because clearly Harmon's nowhere close to him. Chip game or not, who knows?
After reviewing the play, the receiver in the end zone did not survive the ground. It's an incomplete pass.
Oh my goodness!
It'll be Pittsburgh's ball.
Believable.
2nd down and 10 at the 10-yard line. The game clock is correct, and we'll start on the next
goal for Cleveland. Here's Fozzie Whitaker. He'll return this one. He'll begin from the 3. Try to find some blockers. Flags are in. And he's stopped right at the 20.
Personal foul, illegal wedge on the return by the receiving team. It's half the distance to the goal, enforced from the spot.
All right, Adam, here is the wedge that is deemed illegal.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be able to lock arms in the wedge and have more than 2 players.
A bunch of Ravens are coming after him.
Well, that's not something you see very often. Chuck Clark, the defensive player, was set up behind the quarterback.
Well, here's the ball, hadn't been snapped yet. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
I mean, the Ravens are not ready, so it turns out to be the play that had to happen for Chuck Clark. He knew it. It ends up being a 1-yard penalty,
yeah,
so
really,
not a lot of damage.
Really a smart play when you break it down as you just did.
Sweezum's kickoff. Fielded at the goal line by Jones. Jacoby Jones gets by Sweezum. And taken down at the 27-yard line. Only
no chance whatsoever. And Cortez Allen is basically keeping the Steelers in this thing. Well, here we go. Here's Tomlin over here. Obviously, Jacoby Jones there. And Tomlin is essentially on the field here. And you just wonder, he's trying to get out of the way there, but did that force Jacoby Jones to lean back into the tackle by Cortez Allen? don't want to in any way say that was something intentional, but if he had picked off the official.
Watch this, by the way. That piece of paper is the play sheet for the Baltimore Ravens. It blows out onto the field. It's one of the images that they had. And the official, the referee there, that's Sean Smith, the referee there, pulls it out of Tre'Davious White's hands. Kind of a funny moment. Look at White. He sees the play. The image blew up. He's like, yeah, let me do a little homework on the field. That is a student of the game.
Suffered against Cincinnati. Play fake, 2nd and 12. Manziel in trouble. Oh! Manziel gets tossed down by the face mask. Arthur Moats. Penalty on the play.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Defense, number 55. 15-yard penalty from the previous
Manziel
spot.
apparently has something in his eye right now. Lines, but watch Moats with the right hand here, and he gets all the face mask. Manziel looked like an owl there for a minute with his head almost going all the way around.
Dan, he may have lost his contact lens.
Is that what it is?
And Cleveland may have to make a switch here with Austin Davis.
Will you ever find a contact lens on a grass field?
I think you have no.
Well, you put a new center in the game. You need to snap it.
False start. Offense. All alignment except for the center. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Yeah, so he's the only innocent party, right?
Even Cleat having a little fun out there. Everybody. Now, I'm not going to say it was the center who was wrong.
Get here.
2nd and 10. Heavy heat put on. Flag thrown. And that's Brown who gets taken down.
You're going to get a horse collar out of that one.
Horse collar there. You got heavy pressure put on as well that time as the Ravens sent the house. Vinovich telling one of the Steelers to
There are
get
3
the hell out of
penalties
there.
on the play. All on the defense. Holding. Number 26. Personal foul. Horse collar. Number 21. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Might march that one right in the end zone.
I can't remember seeing